Good morning, my beautiful Barça babies, and welcome, culés from around the world, back to the Undefeated channel for some more Barcelona news. Welcome to Wake Up and Barça. We're going to be talking about the nonsense transfer rumors that continue to circulate, even though we're, 2.5 months away from the transfer window opening up. We'll talk about some of those headlines. Of course, we'll discuss the Negreira case, the latest. Barcelona being under attack right now from a lot of different angles. So we'll discuss that. And then, of course, as always, have a little bit of caffeine. We'll have some good conversation. We'll catch up with each other. We'll start our day in a positive way here on the Undefeated channel. If you'd like to be part of the conversation, subscribe to the channel. Participate in the chat. This is your opportunity to meet some fellow culés from around the world, people that you never would have had the opportunity to meet otherwise. So, welcome. If you've never been here before, it's all about supporting the badge and supporting each other. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Good morning, my friends. I see we got some of the stash squad rolling in, and I got my stash mod in here. Ayush, how we doing, sir? Hope everyone is having a wonderful start to the day. Again, I encourage you all to participate in the chat. This is really all about the conversation. I could sit here and talk at you for days on end, but it's always better when there's a little bit of back and forth. So subscribe to the channel so you can participate in the chat. Make sure you drop a like as we get things going here. If you are watching on TikTok and you want the full experience, you want to interact with the Stash Squad, make sure you swipe over, click the link in my bio. That'll get you over to YouTube, which is where these fine folks are. Like I said, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you turn on notifications so you know when we're live, which is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right here on the Undefeated channel covering live Barcelona news. Then, of course, we're here for all the Barcelona matches, doing a little play-by-play, a little commentary. You don't miss any of the action here on the Undefeated channel. And again, your opportunity to cheer on the Blaugrana, support the badge while you get to connect with your fellow culés. Why sit there and watch the match on your own when you got a whole stash squad of people ready to connect with you? So again, welcome. Good morning to you all. Let's begin today's headlines with some Negreira case. Now, this is President Laporta. He's saying that he's going to hold a press conference, but he's going to wait. He's going to wait until all the details come out. He wants to know all the ins and outs, as Barça Centre has said here, before he comes out to give maximum clarity. Now, you've been following along with the Negreira case. It was looking bad at first. The headlines were all saying Barcelona pays referee, Barcelona fixing matches, Barcelona scandal, right? That's what you're reading. But then the facts start to come out and there's really nothing to it. Barcelona had paid a retired referee essentially as a consultant to give them some debrief after calls had been made through VAR on why it did not go Barcelona's way. So the referee gets paid money, looks at the video and goes, oh, here's why it was called that way. That's it. That's all it was. There's no evidence of match fixing scandal of any kind, really. We jump back over to Twitter here. Rashad Rahman says the Treasury has indeed seen no evidence that the Negreira case influenced results in favor of Barcelona. As mentioned in their report, confirms the EFE. Folks, it's non-news. And yet, it continues on. This is Barça Buzz now. It says, crazy how all non-Barça and international media and news accounts hop on to post UEFA have open investigation with sirens and catchy words in block letters like breaking and official, but none of them bothered to post about the official statement by the Treasury, which stated there is no record of any payments to referees and there is no evidence that this could influence results. Okay, it's a non-story. It's a non-issue. This is journalists being journalists. This is the Spanish Federation going after Barcelona. And I'm sure there's some other players, some dark shadows involved, perhaps. So we got to be careful out there, folks. We got to keep our wits about us, as they say in the Wild West. Idiot. Oh, my goodness. So here's what I'll say, folks. Don't get into these arguments, okay? We don't need to. We don't need to get sucked into it. We didn't do anything wrong. We know we didn't do anything wrong. People are going to throw rocks. Let it go. Let it go. Particularly when Barcelona continue to win, continue to get big results like we just saw in El Clasico. That was a fun one, folks. Still smiling about that now. I had a wonderful interaction, actually. I was just going to update my driver's license earlier in the week, and this does not happen very often in the Midwest of the USA. I'm wearing my Barça jersey, and as I go walking by, a group of dudes goes, "Hey, congratulations!" And I was not ready for that, so I turned. I was like, "Oh, yes." And then we had this wonderful interaction. They were Barcelona fans. It almost never happens to me, but got to have that positive interaction, uplifting. I continue to ride that high from El Clasico. Good stuff. Good stuff there. Anyway, folks, I'm going to do one more piece of news, and then I'm going to turn to the chat, get caught up with folks. And this one is a little bit of a downer. I didn't want to start on this. Andreas Christensen, looking like he's going to be out for about 3 to 4 weeks. This is according to Barça Center. This is after Christensen has really proven himself as one of, if not the best center back in Europe right now, on a hot streak. So goes into the international break, picks himself up at injury, comes off. I think it was about somewhere in the 60th minute, something like that, if I remember. So we're going to be without him for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, here's the thing. Before we get into some transfer rumors from Barcelona, we can talk about this being an opportunity for somebody like an Eric Garcia. Alonso's going to do what Alonso does, and he may fill in there at the left center back position with Koundé, Araujo, Alonso, and then Balde. That could be where we go. But I'd love to see this as an opportunity for Eric Garcia. He's been pushed to the side a bit, but he's still so young. He's, 22 years old, if I'm not mistaken, 21, 22, something along those lines. He's got potential. He's got the Langley hiccups. Sometimes, you know what I mean. You step on a foot, you get a weird handball, this and that. The flukes that come around all too often. Eric Garcia's got a little bit of that. But he's also got like 90% good to him. 90% good side. So I'm hoping that this is an opportunity for Eric Garcia. I'm hoping he steps up. I'm hoping he does well. In fact, what matches do we have coming up over the next 3 or 4 weeks here? Let me pull that up. And then we'll turn to the chat. We'll get caught up with folks here. So with Christensen out, he's going to miss. Elche is a week away. Oh, he's going to miss the second leg of Copa del Rey against Real Madrid. He's going to miss Girona and maybe Getafe. So if you look at it, the Copa del Rey fixture is the big one that Christensen will be missing, but he should certainly be back by Atletico Madrid. They said 3 to 4 weeks, so questionable. I just said certainly, but I'll pull that back to questionable. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, I would say that's the target for Christensen coming back. Fingers crossed. This is where I'll turn in the chat. Let me get your reaction to the latest on the Negreira case, to Christensen being injured, and then we'll talk some more transfer rumors from Barcelona. Mike, good morning to you, sir. Ahmed, hello, says it's Barca versus the world. Agreed. That's what it feels like right now. Ghost Lost, good morning to you as well. Greg, hello. Empty Farm says, what position should we invest big in next? You got to let go of the idea of investing big. There's going to be no investing big for Barcelona. No big investments whatsoever. I think we're going for a number 9. We're going for a right back, but we're going for free transfers. We're going for discounts. That's what Barcelona's going for. And even salary cap wise, we can't be bringing in big names that is going to cause us to be big spenders. We just don't have that room. I mean, look, Gavi just got pulled back from the first team. No longer registered as the number 6 because of our financial situation. We got ourselves out of the biggest hole where we were looking like maybe we're going to have to dissolve as a club. But Barcelona are by no means out of financial trouble. We are by no means ready to play in the transfer market with the big boys. going to be a few more years before that happens. Barcelona's looking to add some friendlies to put a little bit more change in our pocket, but that's just to fill in the gaps. Okay, so alma culés on any expectations around big transfers. Just the reality of it right now. Ahmed says, I'm saying Alba on the left, Araujo, Koundé in the middle, and Balde on the right. I know he has played right back a couple of times, but come on now. Let's keep him at left back. Let's let him do his thing. I think he's earned it. I think he's grown into that position, and I think it is time for Balde to be passed the torch. Ovi, good morning to you, sir. Yes, Christensen injured during his match with Denmark. Switzerland. Why am I having a brain fart? Denmark, right? Yeah. Denmark. It's Denmark. Relax, guys. Calm down. Everybody relax, okay? Take a sip of coffee. My goodness. Anyway, yeah, Christensen looking like he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. No good for Barça. Ghostlaw says, I think Tebas just ruined La Liga. He is going after us. It would be nice if the president of the Spanish league at least wasn't against us. He's very clearly against us. I wish if it was neutral, cool. If he supported us, oh my goodness, that would be wild. I don't understand why he doesn't want to have a better league. Even under these financial restrictions, constraints, what have you, it's still a 2-team race every year. Yes, 10 years ago, Atletico Madrid, they were in the conversation. But that was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-team race in La Liga. So either let Barcelona and Real Madrid earn big, spend big, which is going to hopefully have a trickle down to the rest of the clubs, or like you keep hamstringing them and you're going to continue to see leagues like English Premier League outshine La Liga. That's what's going to happen. You got to figure that out. It's not good business. Excuse me, not good business. You're saying, man, I really hope Messi comes back. There's been a lot of reports. The latest one I saw was Aguero now is chiming in saying that he feels like it's 50-50 that Messi might come back. You would think Aguero would maybe have some insight there. Maybe had some candid conversations with Messi. At the same time, we're talking about Aguero, the guy who signed for Barcelona thinking he was going to play with Messi, and then, whoops, nope, didn't happen. I know that nobody saw that one coming, but I don't know. I think you got to take it with a grain of salt. And even if you don't, even if you want to just take Aguero's word as gospel, he's saying 50-50. You know? Those are not good numbers, folks. Not good numbers at all. But with that said, I'm with Ayush on this one. I do hope he comes back as long as we don't have to sacrifice too much. Because that's also what I've been reading, is that even if Messi wants to take a huge discount, play for almost nothing, we got to clear out some space. We gotta make room. In my mind, it would be Ansu and Ferran Torres, and then also where do you play Dembele and Raphinha if Messi comes in? I know Messi kind of plays wherever on that forward line, but what do? Do you sell Lewandowski and let Messi play as a false 9? What do we do at that point? I actually don't know how Messi would fit into this club with Raphinha, with Dembele. You just ask Messi to play on the left wing? What makes sense at this point? What I'm trying to get at is I don't want Barcelona to invest too much financially, and I don't want Barcelona to give up too much in terms of the young talent that's being developed and groomed right now. I don't want to give up too many of our youngsters just to bring in Messi for 1 year. I don't want to have their growth stifled by lack of playing time because Messi comes back for 1 year. That's That's where I struggle a little bit. Do I want Messi to retire in the Blaugrana kit? Do I want to see him play for Barcelona again? Yes. But from a practical standpoint, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. But I want to hear your thoughts as well. Let's keep the conversation going. Prashanth, what's up, brother? Go says, are we getting any money from suing journalists? Good point. That did come out, and apparently a lot of journalists started deleting their tweets. That's what I was seeing on Twitter the other day. A lot of finger pointing and a lot of screenshots being made, that sort of thing. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. I think those sort of cases are hard to define, hard to nail down, hard to get a clear ruling on. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. It'd be nice if we got money out of that. That would be justice served, I would think. Ahmad says, are you with Ferran out or in? Oof. To me, I think it is between Ansu or Ferran. I don't think both stay. I don't think we have both of them wearing a Barcelona kit next season. My heart says keep Ansu and sell Ferran. But my mind says Ferran has actually been more productive than Ansu. Actually has stayed fit where Ansu has not. And Ansu probably still has a bigger market value should we look to sell. So in that regard, I can't do it. No. Ferran out. We keep Ansu. Because one of them is going to go. One of them is definitely going to go. King Daniel, good morning, says sell both. Says I would sell Ansu and Ferran. We got to stop being emotional FC. Yeah. I know. But that's also why we tune in. Why we're so passionate about it. Because those emotions are tied to it. Because we love these players. Right? If I didn't love this team, if I didn't love these players, then it's not as exciting. You don't have, if your emotions are not on the line, then what are you watching for, my man? You know what I'm saying? So yes, we don't want the emotions to run the club, but we don't want to be without. You got to have your favorite players. I was questioning if we'll get a good deal on Ansu or not. I mean, at this point, his value would certainly have dropped. I think 2 years ago, we're looking at 100 million maybe if somebody wanted to gamble on our youngster. Now, I don't know. What would be his market value? I'm gonna say his market value right now is somewhere between, it's a big range, but I'm gonna say somewhere between, I'll say 65 to 75 million. And we're gonna go to transfer market on this one. I'm gonna say his value right now is somewhere between 65 and 75 million. Let's see. Ansu Fati transfer market value. Spell words correctly, John. Thank you. Ansu Fati's transfer rate is between. Okay, but this is euros. I was talking dollars, which I think puts it in my range. How much is 20 million? Pretty sure I'm correct. Give me 20 million. Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh, it's so low. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Guys, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. I way overvalued him. Oh no. Just let that sink in. That's not good, folks. That's not good for Ansu Fati. That's not good. We might as well just hang on to him. Might as well just keep him at that point. I would say he is worth holding on to for the 20 to 30 million euros that we might get for him. That's what I would go with. Midway, how we doing, sir? Hope your day's starting off well. King Daniel says, I want what's best for the club. Amen to that. We all do. We get there in different ways, but we all want what is best for the club. That is absolutely true. All right, let's keep things going. Then there's a couple other transfer rumors to touch on here. Apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, Barcelona are really close to full verbal agreement with Inigo Martinez as a free agent, reported by the Spanish media. Barca turned down other options to give priority to Inigo. 90% agreed, which I don't know. How do you put a percentage on that? You know what I mean? Are there 10 items that they're negotiating and 9 of them they agreed on? Is that how you get that percentage? How does that work out? But deal depends on financial fair play. Womp, womp, womp. All right, so let's cool our jets. It might happen, it might not. Again, I'm a fan of maybe we don't, and maybe we give Eric Garcia another year. Unless you're seeing this as a replacement for Alonso at center back. Excuse me with the burps. That could be a case. I'm actually an Alonso fan, but if you're going to give me a Inigo Martinez as an option over Alonso at center back, I'll take it. If you're going to tell me that Martinez is meant to replace Garcia, you know what I'm saying? I'd say hold off a minute. I would say hold off just a minute. We'll save that one for later. I think we'll save that for later as well. Okay. There's also there's some other transfer rumors. Ilkay Gundogan, Bobby Firmino. That one could be exciting. Both on a free. I think I would take both of them if we can fit them in financially. And Firmino for me is one that could be questioned, because I know he's leaving Liverpool for reasons. So he might want a big paycheck as his career starts to wind down. But Bobby Firmino, creative, center forward, a little bit of, I'll say, a more of a playmaker style in that position, I think could be interesting. Gundogan, I think, fits the Barcelona mold. He's been playing under Pep Guardiola for quite some time now. Get him on the free. Like I said earlier at the top of the show, that's what Barcelona are going to be looking for. Looking for the free, looking for the discounts. The big summer signings ain't happening, folks. It ain't happening. So we got to cool our jets there. The Hat Kid, how we doing, says, I'm liking Alonso's attitude and playing time. Since I saw him playing at Chelsea, I knew he is a leader and worker to every place he goes. Yeah, good attitude, good performances. I would say I am content with Alonso and what we're seeing there. Go says, apparently Chelsea want to terminate Alba for celebrating El Clasico win in the Barca dressing room. I say if anything crazy happens, bring him in. We wouldn't be able to get him right now. We would still have to wait till the summer to actually register him. But that is an option. I'll say some of you are forgetting that at the beginning of the season, preseason, when we had Aubameyang, wasn't exactly giving us stellar performances. I think while he is a goal scorer, and he can put the ball in the back of the net. And we saw that for Barcelona. And I have no regrets about him coming in January and being part of the squad that helped keep Barcelona in European contention. Okay, no regrets. No regrets, as they say. Okay. I digress. I don't know if Aubameyang is the solution for a second number 9. All right. Would I bring him in? Maybe, I'd say. I'm not one that's going, yep, boom, get Aubameyang, that's a solution. He's a maybe for me. He's a wait and see for me. Ayush says we need a backup center back, right back, and striker. I think we're fine with those positions. If Eric Garcia steps up, we're good at center back. If we sign Inigo Martinez, we're good at center back. Right back is where I'm concerned, because it's going to have to be somebody who wants to come in and play behind Jules Koundé, unless we find ourselves a proper right back and Jules Koundé gets to play center back along Araujo. Not a bad shout. And then you have Christensen rotating with those two. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. So we have options. It's a good problem to have. Right back and number 9 are where I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not sure where we turn. I'm not sure what our options are. So maybe that's where I leave that to ponder. If you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments, who would you sign for Barcelona, speaking particularly for a number 9 and a right back. We can start to maybe look down the line at the summer transfers, even though, like I said, 2.5 months away. But let the rumors fly. Who would you sign at number 9 and right back? If you're watching on replay, like I said, let me know down in the comments. And if you're watching live or on replay, make sure you drop a like, show your love and support for the channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on notifications. Come hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for live Barcelona news right here on the Undefeated channel. This is where I'm going to wrap things up. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me, getting a good start to your day. I hope the rest of your day is positive interactions, high fives, and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much. I will see you Monday for Wake Up in Barça. We'll talk more transfer rumors. We'll get updates on the financial case, everything Barcelona related, right here on the Undefeated channel. One more time, thank you all so much for tuning in and taking a ride.